Well, another day, another abandoned beauty. Life is good. Let's check this one out. Okay, so we got a quaint little cabin here in the trees. Looks like there's an outhouse back there.
It looks like there's even, I don't know if that's a light or a shower head pointing at their wood pile.
I think that's a light fixture. I think.
Oh, there's a sign above the door.
Yeah. This cabin is the property of the EVM Tembec permit. Keep out.
Aw.
Okay.
We'll just look around the exterior and look at their outhouse. We'll look in the windows, but we won't go in.
Yeah.
I also question how long it's been there. The paint is peeling. The steps are broken. Their wood stove appears to have a squirrel nest inside of it.
It's as good a home as any for a little critter. How's that wood? Just simple plywood. You get into a fight with some thistles and lose.
That's why we wear long pants out here, people.
Yeah.
If I mean, it's not too bad just brushing them off, but these stickers. Oh boy.
Wonder.
Ah.
I've got one on my lower pant leg there.
Well, I was trying to back up enough so that the camera could see, and I walked into the taller grass. So, they're not bad, but if they get you on more sensitive skin, like if I was wearing shorts and they got me here, I'd be hollering. Okay.
I think we could just brush them off back at the truck. And the door is locked, so someone is putting in some effort to keep people out.
Well, there's no doorknob, so there's that too.
How's that wood feel, babe?
Quite
Good?
secure. I mean, you can hear it hollow if you boing boing on
Here,
it.
I'll give you the GoPro.
Okay.
And you can get like, we're obviously not going to go in, but there is that broken window. You can always get a shot inside.
Alrighty. Oh. Okay. Quite simple. Just a plain floor, some brooms, a shovel, and some folding chairs. Spare table. I'm not too sure what that canister at the far end is. Maybe a different kind of stove. There used to be electric, but the wires have been pulled out. And of course, one rather fancy bright aquamarine table. The legs are on wheels, so it was intended to move about. There's something with hinges here, but there's nothing to attach it to. I hazard a guess that perhaps they used to have some kind of cabinet and that was one of its doors. Quite spacious, quite sturdy looking. So this wee little wooden stove just has some beautiful detailing, some cutouts at its foot there. If you can see through the glare on the glass, it is absolutely stuffed with leaves. I'm willing to bet that a small critter has found a way in and made a nest. But I really like these medallions on the front here. I'm willing to guess probably Dutch make. These are very popular motifs to have the farmer and his wife kind of opposing little murals. So she's got a bouquet or some kind of harvest or perhaps bread. And this fellow has the very typical shepherd's hat and crook. So, and of course they're mounted on this beautiful wrought iron plate. I've seen this motif on a lot of heirlooms before, so I am leaning towards Dutch specifically, but quite frankly, a lot of Central Europeans had this motif on heirlooms.
So over at the side, this lovely little beauty. Looks like there used to be a side door, but it's been completely blocked off by wood. You can see where there used to be a doorknob and probably just a simple lock up there. And down here, the foundation is very cheaply made, like plywood, thick blocks of wood.
Unfortunately, I would love to see an indication of when this, like they have a sign there saying who the cabin belongs to, but it would be lovely to see a year. Unfortunately, in the stucco siding here, you can see multiple cracks.
Yeah.
So this wouldn't be functional as a home for much longer at all.
Our old house in Fort McMurray had siding like this. Like you see this in a lot of older houses. Some like plastic sheets back here.
These might have been used for weatherproofing the roof.
Yeah.
And then blown off.
Window back here is intact. Purple windowsills. And then, yeah, more wood for the foundation. There's an old paper plate. And yeah, just looking under.
I smell skunk.
Yeah, I smell it too. I was about to say that's a good little hidey place for a critter. And over on the other side here, there's an old cinder block. I imagine the cinder blocks and such, you can see some pieces under that side of the house, probably used as additional support. And oh, there's a piece of, look, you can see where the foundation's cracked here, and they had a piece of like sheet metal.
Yeah, so what you stepped on may have not been plastic. It might have just been extremely weathered aluminum plates like this for further mending. What I noticed is that on this side, or the first side that you looked at, the wall looked like it was just gray gravel stucco. On this side you can see little bits of colorful glass, but there's a lot of places where it got pried out. And on the back wall there's an awful lot of the colored glass recycled and mixed into the stucco, which is what my child home was like, and I like to peel the blue pieces out of the wall personally.
See some wood bordering along the roof up there. A couple of the nails are coming out. And this spot over here, another window probably. And some more sheet metal. Got a big plank of wood here with some rebar pieces sticking out, so I'm just gonna watch my step. And it looks like they had a yeah, this just a little garden pallet here. I mean, I guess if you dug that out a bit, you could use that as a fire pit as well.
Oh, this style of metal, this was a wash basin.
Oh.
So wash basin slash animal trough.
Yeah.
But you can tell that people have thrown a grill over top of it. You see some old farmsteads will still have this mostly just as a trough, and other people recycle it for a garden bed, or in this case, a fire pit.
Yeah, multiple uses. Now it's just a little natural garden.
And what little cabin wouldn't be complete with a little outhouse? You can see that the roof is kind of bowing in on that one as well. With the nature of some wood with nails in it around, and of course the stickers and the uneven ground, we're going to not walk up to that one. I'd like my pants to not have more little sharp stickies in it than necessary. So I noticed closer to the building some shoring timbers.
Yeah.
And coming this way I came across the corner, and you can see through the grass where this one was, and I'm standing on a patch of raked gravel. So I would think, being a cabin where you probably had to do a lot of work, you needed a clear space. So this might have been their front yard graveled so that you had a flat staging area to bring your projects, whatever you were doing.
Well, and that spot over there, if that ever was used as a fire pit, it would have made sense to have this as gravel, because then you don't have to worry about starting a grass fire.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, there's some more stuff to see out of the field, up the road in the distance, so why don't we head over there? So we just came from the property, and now we're going back up the road where we parked the truck, and there's a little bit more to see up by where we left the truck. So they got one of those slanted platforms over here where you could back a truck up and have your livestock have no choice but to run down the ramp into the pen. Completely overgrown. Wow, the grass is like up to my knees. Yeah, I've seen some of these pens in active use, but yeah, this one definitely hasn't seen any use in a long time. Be interesting to know what year this got left abandoned.
That is another abandoned beauty to check off of our to-do list. let's hit the road again.
Hit the road. Always rolling. Woo!